choo-choo arms, Janelle. Choo-choo.
And you're supposed to put the hips with it?
Well, if you
You know, I'm not the most coordinated person.
This is my Sister Wives update for June 2024. This month, Meri had an unexpected podcast interview with someone who used to be a mistress. Some family members got tattoos, and Mykelti spilled some more tea on her Patreon. First things first, Meri was interviewed on a podcast this week by none other than Rachel Uchitel, the woman who Tiger Woods cheated on his wife with in the early 2000s. In what bizarre world are we living in? It's a weird combo, but overall, Meri played it pretty safe during the interview, but there were a few things that caught my attention and really spoke volumes. The first interesting moment, in my opinion, so let's go back to the time in the early 90s. Meri and Cody are married. They have 90s hair. And a few years later, somehow, Meri's brother's ex-wife, Janelle, just walks in and becomes their sister wife. Really weird by any appearance, don't you think? Meri had never commented on this and how her brother felt. But now she admits that during their interview that there were lots of emotions about this, especially from her brother, which when she says there's a lot of emotions, it translates to it was really messy. I know Cody always said that Meri was the bait to get the wives in, but not in this case. I really just don't think so. My fan theory is that because at this point, Cody's dad had taken in as a sister wife Janelle's mom, that he kind of maybe felt this obligation maybe to take Janelle into his family. I don't know, but that is my fan speculation. Meri also said that Christine loves to tell the story about how she basically ran off certain women who were trying to be their sister wives, which is totally a Christine thing to do, in my opinion. We know about one lady that Meri and Cody were courting that Christine did not like, but we don't really know that much about others, and Meri didn't go into the whole story. She avoided going into it. Who knows how many potential wives they courted in the 90s. I have no idea. But Christine was kind of a hard sell. She had a jealous streak. What can we say? And Meri also said that her and Leon are good. And she kind of said that she's not posting Leon on social media to respect their boundaries. I'm sure Leon doesn't want to be plastered all over Meri's Instagram. And who can blame them? Even on my channel, I get nasty comments about Leon all the time. They just don't need that negativity, so I get it. And finally, we know that this podcast was filmed this month, so it's super current, around the time when Meri was in Florida for her worthy Up Staycation that her subscribers paid $300 each to go to. Anyways, Rachel Uchitel asked about her relationship with the other wives, which is very interesting to fans, and she answered in a way that we kind of know there's more to the story. She says that she will be courteous when she sees the other wives, but that she doesn't seek them out. She says that she's come to terms with the fact that some people are only in your life for a season, and kind of implied that things were not reciprocal in some way. It's a bit cryptic, but all indications point to the Meri and Robin toxic friendship of the century finally has come to an end. Amen to that. Hang on with me is not hanging on anymore. Speaking of Meri this month, a lot of people actually seem to have showed up to her daycation in Orlando. It said that everyone who wanted to go had to pay $300, but honestly, if this paid for also their Epcot or Animal Kingdom park day, it's not a terrible deal, I have to say. And I'm jealous of these people, and I want to know what Meri talked about when she was there. What advice is she giving? What wisdom is she giving to these people? And so now let's go to Christine Brown. Well, this is currently Christine's backyard in Utah. Apparently, they've decided to randomly build a park over there, and it's pretty much a construction zone. Christine calls it construction ASMR, so she has a positive outlook about it, but who wants this in their backyard? Not me. Christine also celebrated 2 of her girls' birthdays this month. Isabel turned 21 on June 12th, and Mykelti turned, I believe, 28 on June 9th. So lots of Gemini people in the family. Christine also shared 2 of her favorite summer snacks. This popcorn, which I can say is actually delicious, and watermelon. Both look delicious, and I need to learn how she cuts her watermelon. I've never seen it done like that, but it's actually genius. It's like a popsicle or something. Mykelti is currently in her mom era. She posted this image and said, "When it comes to my kids, I'm always trying to make their days memorable. Not only for them now, since 5 years from now they won't remember anything. This is for me because I'll remember these moments." And in some ridiculous other news, fans actually thought that maybe Mykelti and Tony split up. I don't know why people are weird like that, but Mykelti confirmed that even if she doesn't post Tony all the time on her Instagram, it doesn't mean they broke up. I mean, there are so many celebrity breakups that it's come to this. If you don't post your significant other for a month, people just assume it's done so. Mykelti and Tony are still recapping and reviewing early episodes of Sister Wives while the show was on kind of hiatus between seasons, and she keeps commenting about how Hunter is on the show more than her in confessionals and stuff, but she's actually older, and it seems weird to her, or it's hitting her, it's triggering her, I think. She has mentioned it much, like a few times. She also said that Leon went on a self-discovery over COVID, but now is coming back into the fold of the family, but it's just not the same. And she admits that it's just more difficult with siblings that don't live close. And she said they're also more chill now than they were. And basically, we learned that in season 19, they didn't get permission from the hospital to air any of the footage, apparently, or something. So they'll be talking about the birth of their twins, but I'm not sure how much we'll see of the actual hospital, which sucks. But, I mean, they may share it on their Patreon, who knows? Unseen footage or something. Mykelti said that she was surprised that Meri did a podcast because they're under pretty strict rules for revealing anything, but I mean, this was more to promote her other sideline businesses kind of thing, like the Worthy Up thing. And Cody did do a podcast too, and Christine did one too. So, I mean, the network must okay that. And another thing she said is that her siblings didn't understand why Meri always got these big houses when they all had to share rooms, and Meri had empty rooms. And I had a feeling that Janelle and Christine always thought this too, but I also understand Meri's side. Why be penalized for having fertility issues? I mean, is that fair? There are 2 very strong sides to this argument. Let me know what you think of this whole thing. And so let's catch up now with Janelle Brown. So Janelle recently road tripped to North Carolina to drop off Savannah for the summer. Savannah will be staying with Maddie, and Janelle also stayed for a while, honestly. Maddie's house is just everyone's house now. Isabel has lived there, now Savannah. And this is where Janelle has been spending most of her time too. Janelle even has this garden at Maddie's that she started and that Maddie is taking care of while her mom isn't there. Maddie is just doing so much for the family. She's trying to keep everyone kind of happy during this sort of weird time for the family after Garrison's passing. Maddie's also getting brand deals. Here she is promoting Factor meals, and Maddie and Caleb celebrated their 8-year wedding anniversary June 4th. How has 8 years passed? That was the quickest 8 years ever. Janelle also says that Gabe introduced her to Korean barbecue recently, which is super delicious. Fans quickly noticed a tattoo on Gabe's arms, and it says, "To the stars." And Janelle confirmed and said, yes, many of the kids got a tattoo with some version of that quote. It was one of Garrison's favorite movies growing up, and even as an adult. So this quote is from a movie called Dragonheart, and it's somewhat ironic because the dragon dies in the movie. And in one scene, everyone's devastated while the dragon is dying. And they say, what will we do without you? Where should we look for you? And the dragon says, "To the stars." And then he becomes like a constellation. And I literally cried watching this clip. So the tattoo is such a cute idea, honestly. And maybe I need to watch the whole movie because, has anyone here watched Dragonheart? And what do you think of the movie? And Gabe, Janelle, and Savannah also just went to Disneyland together. She had said, "Disney Day. Gabe and Savannah and I made a quick trip to Disneyland. I never want to waste an opportunity to make memories." And so everything in perspective is that, yes, more quality time, more memories is good for everyone. And I hope you enjoyed my Sister Wives update for June 2024. Lots going on still, even though the show's not coming back for like a few months. Still, lots of interesting, juicy gossip and stuff. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.